All right. Good evening, my lovely listeners. Today I'm here with an amazing lady, Trey Urban, who goes by the name Energy Alchemista because she does magic with energy. And she's going to tell us all about holistic healing and, how one can make oneself better by tapping into our energy centers. So, how are you,
Yeah.
Trey?
I am blessed, Roshika. Thank you so much for having me on this amazing platform. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, listening audience. So grateful to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's so lovely to have you here. And where are you, Trey? Could you tell us?
Yes, I'm outside of Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States, and it's a beautiful morning
Oh,
out here. Well, it's right about noon, so yes, thank you.
all right. And is it hot? Is it getting cold now? Does it snow
Oh
there?
my
I mean,
gosh,
what?
it's a beautiful. Today was beautiful. It rained last night. Atlanta doesn't get snow or any, it gets a lot of rain. So it rained, but today it's a beautiful sunny day. I love it. It's about 70 degrees, so just the perfect temperature.
All
How's the
right,
weather out there?
great. It's getting better. I mean, we of course experience heat like
Oh,
nobody's business because you see in Pakistan we have a very long summer, and I'm in Multan.
oh,
That's a place in the south of Punjab, and it gets super hot. I mean, I'm talking
oh,
about boiling hot weather. So for us, winters are are a blessing, so we look forward
yes,
to winters. We don't get very
yes.
severe winters. We like it never snows here, but it rains. It gets a bit chilly, but nothing nothing to write home about. So 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 Trey, I love the name Energy and Alchemista. So alchemy. So you do some sort of magic. Could you tell us about the
Well,
magic
and
that you do?
yes, I love it. And I love that you put it magic because really it started back in the beginning of when some people perceive when Jesus walked the earth. Some people, if you study religion, when he was able to shift water into wine for the people. Well, back way in the 1500s, this word alchemist came out way back then because those people had the ability to transform minerals like say oil into bronze, or different types of energy like rocks and minerals into different forms like gold or different types of minerals, or I'm forgetting the word, but either way. So alchemists are people who can actually shift, and what is a quantum physics fact is that all is energy, down to our last little atom, everything in the air, all trees, all is energy. And so energy cannot be deleted, but it can be transformed. And so after being paralyzed in a car accident, I had to learn, or I really wanted to heal. I didn't want to be paralyzed. So in my journey to heal, I discovered what I believe are the factors of energy and how it can shift and change, and that you can accomplish any goal you want in your life. And for me, it was walking again. So now I'm walking again and helping others to break free from whatever is paralyzing them by shifting that energy.
Amazing. So could you tell us about, are there certain basic energy centers that every human body has, and how do we tap into those? How do we harness that energy?
Oh, great question. Because really, our bodies have so many different levels. So, some people are aware of the chakras, right? And we're aware of the different chakras that run through our system. And I believe that each one of the chakras are like a spirit center. And so, it's like connected spiritually to divine creator, source, God, all of the being of all things. And I believe that each one of them are connected to how to achieve perfect health. And some in our belief system, some of them, like our throat chakra, it's all about speaking our truth. And then there's the ones of being able to see the truth, right? And then our heart chakra, oh my gosh, to be able to love ourselves to the point that we love from an overflow and pour out into the world. There's so many things. So first and foremost, there are the amazing chakras, and chakras can be reset and spun, because a lot of times if we're not feeling really confident, it's because one of our chakras might be off and spinning either slowly or in the wrong direction. And some of us, so sometimes if we're feeling insecure or feeling like we're not worthy to have things, that's a whole nother chakra. And some of us, if we really want a relationship and are wondering why we're not able to attract the love of our lives, I can guarantee you it's something going on in here. And it all comes from the past, usually. Some of it. So these are the three ways your energy could really be impacted in all of these chakras or on a physical form. Is either we are generationally born with it, so we are born, we get more from our parents than our looks and our quirks. Trust, we're getting their mental and emotional baggage too, which comes through our bloodline. And then another way is we receive it our own selves. So like when people tell us mean things, or you're dumb, or you're ugly, or you're fat, or whatever, then our energy gets impacted with the negativity, and it holds it on a cellular level. And then
Oh
later
my
on, every
God.
time we go to do stuff, it's like stopping us. And then when we're like, oh, I don't feel pretty, really, there's a root inside of you when somebody told you you were ugly, or you were fat, or you look dumb in those clothes, or whatever. And so it's stuck until it shifts or transforms or release. And then the third way is absorbing it. So if you are a compassionate person who loves being the buddy to your friends and hearing all of them talk about, oh, how they got their heart broken, oh, this didn't work out, or being around anybody who is like, oh, I can't pay my bills, or whatever, the low vibration, once we as a human engage in the conversation, whether sometimes we hear somebody at a restaurant talking about all the woe in their life, and then we start listening and we're like, "Ooh, do you hear them over there talking about then you just open yourself up to absorb all of that." So these are the three ways that we get it, but know that it all can be shifted and changed. So I love it. I love using, so there's so many methods to shift these. So once you really learn about your chakras, it's so huge helpful. But there's also so many other things about your perfect recipe, because nobody is the same. We all feel differently based on circumstances. We all think differently. We could all be in the same place and hear the same thing and receive a whole different um construct of what we're supposed to do with the information. So once you learn about how you thrive, what areas of life, like some people don't like to get up in the morning, some people love to be early risers, some people love to stay up late, raising my hand, and don't like to wake up early, right? So once you align with your perfect recipe, then you can begin to adjust the chakras, and you can begin to adjust your physical self, because I believe there's four energy bodies in here. You have your spiritual body, that is the infinite part of you that will came here and will go after we leave the body, the physical body, the mental body, and the emotional body. And when these things aren't working in harmony, that's why your mind is like going, oh, you should go do that. And our heart's going, no, right? And then you're toggling back and forth between your own heart and mind, right? And your spiritual self is like, calm down. And we're like, we can't. So I love getting to know, and I actually have a video. So if you would really like to learn more about how your mind works and how your emotions work and how to connect it spiritually, because all four of them, they all need to eat, right? Be nourished. They all need exercise in some way, and they all need rest. But it is so very different how we rest our mind and rest our heart. So if you go to the number 4, bodiesofenergy.com. Again, that's the number 4, just the number 4, the words bodiesofenergy.com. I have a complimentary video where I record about all of this and how to break it down and how you can start identifying these little things that our mind, I believe our mind is only here to do 3 things: to teach you, to protect you, and motivate you. Right? And if you're allowing it to do anything other than that, then it's time to align with its purpose, right? Self-discovery. The emotions, they are logging every single sense of every single moment of your life, what you're hearing, smelling, seeing, sensing, all of that. And then it triggers you later. So when you smell things, sometimes there's good things and bad things. So sometimes we smell cinnamon and think of the holidays and grandma's kitchen and go right back into that. Oh, and I could taste the cookies, right? Or I could taste the bread. It works the same with the negative stuff. So sometimes
Mm.
maybe if somebody we was yucky and they smelled of cigarettes, and then we smell cigarettes again and we're like, ah! And our whole body feels like we clench up and tense up and have to protect ourselves. So they're all doing something. So I invite you guys to go get that video. But yes, discover yourself because yourself wants you to discover it, right?
That's great. That's great. I mean, that's amazing. So you're saying basically that we have four energy centers and they need to be aligned, right? So Trey,
Yes.
just tell me if a person came to you, for example, if I came to you and I told you that I'm not keeping very well in health, or I have ABC problems. Let's say if somebody has money problems and somebody has health problems and another one has got emotional issues and attachment issues. So what would you do? What would be your first step?
Well, see, and we're all different. So, based on the communication, first and foremost, I am reading energy because I am not only 51% Native American and carry generational gifts. That's how I became an internationally known medicine woman. So, Natives believe medicine women or medicine people carry 2 gifts. They carry the gift to heal, and they carry the gift of divine communication. So we're able to hear and perceive what creator or divine is messages coming down, but we're also able to then align both because in our perception and my belief, your thoughts and your emotions are creating your experience no matter what. So whether you're having limiting beliefs, whether you're having financial blocks, it's all energy. It is all energy. Some people have heart walls that they have built around money. So say for instance, one time you ever went to go pay for something at the grocery store and your card got declined, or you didn't have enough money. We're not going to tell anybody. We're not going to go, oh my God, I went to the store and I didn't have any money. So, no, what we do is we get embarrassed. We feel horrible about ourselves, and then we trap it. We trap it in here. And that could actually cause an energetic heart wall around money that is stopping or blocking the flow of money to coming from you because somehow in your energy it's saying, no, no, I don't have enough. I'm not going to have enough. And so with each individual and based on the communication, it's going to be very unique what I target. So if you come to me with a physical ailment, we're going to target several things. So I have different information centers that will literally drill down to the physical component. So if somebody comes to me and says, oh, I have diabetes, well, I already have a book that says exactly the thoughts are that created the diabetes in the system because there are people who have studied this. And so counselors and therapists, there's several of them who have written books about this. And they what they discovered is is that the people who went to them for therapy for depression or anxiety or fears or like you said, a heartbreak or whatever that was not a physical thing that they perceived, either mental or emotional, what they discovered is that if the people communicated the exact same symptom, they displayed the exact same symptom on a physical level. So people who have even like acne comes from an insecurity, and we all, and so if it's physically on your face, it is the same root. So then I first help target the root and take immediate action to start shifting the energy. But then the next second most important thing, which is what I deal with every single person, is now beginning to correct the thinking, to correct the emotions, to be able to shift. And with the energy work, I tell people it is like the very first mental and emotional shower you've ever had. So if you have never experienced Reiki or some form of energy work, sound healing, or whatever, it all works the same. And what it does is it loosens whatever's on the top layer, and it just lets it go. You don't have to talk about it, you don't have to think about it, you don't have to feel it, because whatever is there ready, it's already at the top layer, and it will just go away, and you'll feel better mentally, emotionally, and definitely physically. And then that way spiritual self can come in and help go, no, you're a beautiful being. You're here to do amazing things. And then it helps feed the mind and feed the heart and get back into alignment. So then your body is creating the energy it needs. It's creating like the the adrenaline rushes that are positive, right? And it's helping create the energy in a cellular level that tells your body, I'm healing, I'm vibrating, I am vibrant with great thoughts. And with this, it helps your whole body move into joy and peace, which then dis-ease or any kind of negativity cannot live in the same place as positivity, because again, all is energy. It's either negative or it's positive. So when you shift into positivity, all that, it cannot stay in the same vibration. Just like magnets. You know, if you play with magnets, if either they clink or they push away. It's all energy. It's brilliant. Thanks for that question.
No, it's amazing listening to you. So could you tell our listeners what you do? Like, do you use stones, some minerals,
Oh,
some herbs? What do you do? What do you use to move those energy centers?
oh, I use a multitude of things. So I have been blessed. So when in my healing journey, I kept giving thanks for the next teacher, the next wisdom keeper, the next healer that God provided me to get me to the next step and the next step and the next step. And I still am asking and praying for that every single day, because I believe as long as I'm on earth, as long as I'm on this planet, yo, that's what we're here doing. We're here
Hmm.
growing through
Hmm.
things, right? We're
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
because none of us get to escape it. So yeah, so I use magnets to shift energy. It's one of the most powerful things, because magnets, they'll erase your TV, they'll erase your phone, they will delete the data off of your stuff. Magnets is one of the most powerful tools I use. I am a Reiki master teacher, so my hands have the ability, even remotely, to shift people's energy. So I use Sarakit little things. So if I was working on you on a physical level, I have a doll that I use that simulates you, and I can tap into your body center, and I can feel where the stagnancies are, and I could feel where the blocks are, and then I move it with the energy that flows through me as a channel from the ultimate healer, and then filters through to shift that energy within you. I use sound, I use drumming, I use rattles, because it all loosens it and shakes it. And some people need my big drum. I have a big drum, a big native drum, and some people need that to really break the blocks. Other people, I have a gentle little rattle, and I can feel they just need a little sprinkles. But I use a multitude of things. I use sounds. And in person, if you're in person, I will use scents. I use something for all of the sensory experiences because they all need a refresh. So yes, and so I've learned from people around the world, from tribal people, from on, my number one best-selling book, Healthopedia. It's on Amazon too. This book I got to write with the top healers in the world for over decades, and we
Oh.
all are giving the information, all these keys, because we all believe the same thing. After we've read the book and read each other's chapters, we all prescribe to the same belief system, that our thoughts and our feelings are creating our experience in all the ways. So it is so helpful
Mhm.
to have different things I've learned from people around the world. And each person is unique. So their experience, even to have multiple experiences with me. So people like one of my clients who had stage 4 cancer, that was a repeated thing, and we did multiple sessions to release the stage 4 cancer, and now he's thriving in life and living his best life. So those ones, even within each different energy session, they were never identical. There's never been one energy session that I have ever done that ever looked anything like the next one. So they're all unique because you're unique and you're special and you're beautiful.
All right. So, like, it's so, like, after meeting your, let's say, your patient, or your client, you decide what kind of treatment this person is going to get, by like sort of reading off their energy. Is that right? Okay. Could you
Yes.
could you
So
read my
yes, so
energy?
everybody. Oh, yes, I would love to. So, okay, and so yes, and what I'm gonna say before I go into that is that everybody gets a four body plan. They get a mental plan, they get an emotional plan because they all need to be addressed. How we are perceiving all that. They get a spiritual realignment and leaning more in towards pulling onto that great energy, and which resets the physical. So they get a four body plan. You're going to get a mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, to align you with your passion and purpose. So yes. Okay, so I am just drawing a circle thrice about and declaring the space and time sacred. I'm asking now that all the benevolent assisters come forward, the angels, the guides, the beings of light and love, all ancestors, anyone here who wants to help work with my angels and beings of light and love, so that I could give the beautiful Rashika information that serves her highest and greatest good. So I'm getting a message for you to wait. There's something that you want to move forward, but they're saying wait. It's huge. There's this energy of wait, and there's this feeling that you're feeling like you've missed the bus, or like you're coming in too late. But you're not. And things, doors have been shut to realign you into the place that you should be, and that you prayed for. Because I feel like 2 weeks ago, or some around 2 weeks ago, you had a breakthrough or a realignment, and you were like, you know what, I have to try something new, or I'm going to do something different, or I want to shift. And so that is the thing, that yes, please move into it. I feel like you just got chills throughout your whole body, because they want for you to know that that is your next step, and that it's time for you to start phasing out the areas of your life that you have. And I know it's going to feel like hurtful, because I feel like you dedicated years to learning and doing whatever this is that you've been doing. But it was just it was like your elementary school, and now you need to go to middle school, and you have to let it go, and it's time to let go of the people. Oh my gosh, girl, I feel your heart. I feel your heart of feeling like your circle is closing and it's emptying. But queen, if they stood there, you would stay stuck. Please know that it's your elementary school friends and your elementary school teachers, and the people who you really trusted as mentors. That's as far as they wanted to go, baby girl. It is time for you to go to the next ones because you are so much grander and bigger than them. And with this, I could feel like your stomach, you've had upset stomach. Like almost it feels you like you've been doing crunches or exercises, but it's not. It feels like it's just such a knot in your stomach and a tension, and this is coming because you haven't decided. You haven't decided. So once you just decide, okay, because now you're like, well, what if and what if and and if I and should I and could I, and as long as you're there, you're gonna have that. You just got to decide, okay, I'm gonna do it. I know this is gonna suck, or no, I'm not. So it's your choice. If you are ready to take that, to really be the grounded version of yourself, it's going to require you to close these doors and perceive it in a way very differently than you've been, because you're not being punished and you're not being abandoned and you're not being shunned. You're being, they have to do this so that you can move on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does kind of. And it's amazing that you're miles away and like you can know certain things so well. It's like goosebumpy. It's the stuff of movies, isn't it?
That's what I tell people. I know I got them when they have that look on their face or they cry. That's my two things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
feel my body feels your body. That's why I was like, and I validate that. I was like, I know you got the chills right now because my
Yeah.
body's telling me that your body did that. My body's
Yeah.
amazing. It loves your guys' bodies. I can help you. Please let me help you have the best life ever.
Yeah, that's great. I wish you were closer. I wish I mean I could go and have a session with you. But
Oh, I don't have
but
to be. I could be right here. I invite you. Okay, so this is what I'm going to invite you to do. I have a complimentary 15 minutes because I want to work with everybody. I want to work with you. I want to work with your whole subscription base here. I want to help because my job is to be the top transformational holistic healer in the world. And that's why it's so important I'm able to do what I do remotely, because I can't reach the whole world at once, but I can through this. So go to the word clarity call with Trey, and then there's Trey, TRA, right there, TRA.com.
yeah,
So again, that's
yeah.
clarity call with
Dot.
Trey.com.
Yeah.
And I would love to, and then we could get a complimentary 15 minutes, and then I can tell you, let me help you. This is how I can help you. And we can have that private discussion. But I also would love to come back on your show anytime. And if your listeners can comment in, I can read them via you. And so I can give
Yeah.
messages to your people from them just messaging on your end. So yes, I'm so
Yes.
open. I would love to.
Oh,
Yes, and
that
if you
would
get
be
an
just
energy
great.
session for me remotely, you feel it. You'll feel your energies the tingling. You'll feel the shift just like you felt the goosebumps.
Yeah. You know what? I have an idea. We have a class. It's an online class where all these teachers, they're learning about AI and how to use it in their lessons, and
I love AI.
yeah, and what it can do for them. So I could, if you would agree, I could ask my facilitator, and then we could have you for about 15 minutes, and you could do your like your little cleansing sort of a thing, because we have a mindfulness exercise in the beginning of every class.
Yes,
So if you
I
could
would love
just tell
to.
us, yeah, that'd be just great, wouldn't it? That'd be just great. I'd
Yes, and
actually
then I
like
could
them
use
to
like
know.
my sound bowl and
Yeah,
yes.
like
But I
if you
love
could,
AI.
like, yeah, yeah. Because you see, it's through technology that we are connecting. So, like it's to
I love it,
something
and I
so,
use it for everything.
yeah, that's great.
I
So
do.
you could give us a little
I love
mindfulness
it.
session. Yeah, that's just marvelous, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my
let
gosh,
me
thank
set
you.
it up.
Thank you
We
for
must
the
do it.
invitation.
Yeah, we must do
Yes,
it. We
thank
must
you.
do
Oh,
it.
I'm honored. Oh my gosh, thank
Yeah.
you.
No, I mean, actually, the honor is all mine. And thank you so much for taking out your time, and thank you so much for being here. And I'm sure all my listeners, I'm going to upload this on. This is going to go on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to make a thumbnail and I'm going to put it on my Facebook so you can have a look at your video, and then you can share
Make
it,
sure you
with
tell me
whoever
what
you want.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, I'll
Put
tell
your YouTube
everyone.
channel in the Facebook so that I could
Yeah,
find you on.
yeah,
So when you post this on Facebook, put your YouTube channel in there so I can
yeah,
follow you on Facebook, and we'll be Facebook follower friends.
yeah, yeah. We
I mean
are
YouTube.
Facebook
We'll be
friends.
YouTube follower friends. We're already
Yeah,
Facebook.
great.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah, no, then
I
we could
like
be
that.
YouTube because I love to support
Yeah.
you on YouTube. Yes,
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so
yes, and
much.
I have like
Thank you.
7,000 people on my YouTube. So
Oh, amazing. I mean, I
yes,
mean, you're a
come
celebrity.
and join the
I'm just,
7,000 people.
yeah, said I'd love to. I'd love to. Absolutely love to. All right. Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I won't take more of your time. It was lovely talking to you, Trey. And, I have this whole vibe of, Native American, sort of, I can hear the drums in the distance and, somebody doing the rain dance or something, and the chanting of the, of the warriors or whatever. So, peace out,
Yes,
man. Peace out.
thank-
All right.
yes.
Thank you
Well,
so
I
much
thank
for
you
being here.
so much, Rashika. And
Mm,
I'm sending you so much blessings of alignment and health and abundance. And thank you for continuing to share this wisdom with the world. I appreciate it.
Thank thank you so much. Thank you. It was lovely talking to you, Trey. Lovely talking to you. Bye.
Bye bye.